Right. Right. Onegaishimasu. Down. Right. Side to side. Right. Ear to shoulders. Circles one way. Circles the other way. Hey. Front. And back. So, switching one side. And the other side. Crossing one side. Crossing the other side. Taisawaki. Remember to lower your hips. Keep your hands right in front of your face for alignment. Alignment. Taisawaki the other way. Yoho. Benchi. Yoko. Hey. Ki. Go. Nikyo. Go. Sankyu. Go. Hey, hand forward and to front. Down. So. Your knees from the back. Circles one way. Circles the other way. Feet down, down, up, down, up, down. Over your toes. Up, down, down, up, down. Breathing in, Q. Go. Q. Go. San, Q. Go. So. Hey. Your legs, one side. Lower on one side. Lower on the other side. Toes up on one side. And toes up on the other side. Bring your legs, elbows down. Feet come forward. back stretch. Go. Forward again. Hips up. Hips down. Hips up. Down. Up. Down. And back. Jumping in. You go tight. One. Down. One side. Boom. Open. The other side. Boom. Back. Hips down. It's a form in a compound motion of deep squat, side kick throughs, and cobra. Okay? So once again, jumping in and up, down, one side, open, the other side, back, hips back, and slowly your hips down. Jumping in, up, down, side kick, one side, open, the other side, back, back, hips down. Jumping in, up, down, open, side kick one side, open, side kick the other side, back, hips down. Jumping in, up, down, open, side, down, open, side, down, back, hips. Couple more. Jumping in, up, down, open, side kick, one side, open, side through, to the side, back, and one more time. Jumping in, up, down, open, side, and side, open, back, down, and back stretch. All right, Nikyo. Okay, so Nikyo. So remember with your Nikyo, please, a few technical things when applying Nikyo and when receiving Nikyo. So when applying Nikyo, always remember elbow down on one side, the other elbow is forcing, for the lack of a better word, or inviting, depending on your personality, your partner's elbow up. Okay, that's very important. One elbow is always down, okay, yours applying, and your other elbow is inviting, forcing your partner's elbows up. Okay, down, up, and eventually they kind of join together. So that's when the Nikyo presses in and joins. But really important, elbow down, second elbow up, inviting your partner's elbow up. So that's in terms of your position as nagi. As uke, remember that when we are doing our Nikyo, there are two joints that are being worked on or being attacked. One is your wrist joint, which is just basically the capacity of your own wrist to just limit its motion in one direction. So in this case, that way, right? Yeah, so if you were going to almost scratch your own forearm, okay, so if you're there, scratch or trying to scratch your forearm, down, trying to scratch your forearm, that's the wrist joint. That's the limitation of the wrist joint. The second part that is attacked is your little bone here, okay, which is the ulnar joint, okay? That's when you lift your pinky in the direction of the bone, okay? You lift your pinky in the direction of the bone. So some people apply Nikyo attacking only the wrist joint, okay? That's when we squeeze the wrist really hard. And some people attack Nikyo by only attacking the ulnar joint, which means their pinky kind of goes up in that sense. Ideally, like a full Nikyo, those two things. First attacks the wrist joint and then continues on the ulnar joint. Okay, so attacking the wrist joint and continue into the ulnar joint. So just feel that on your hand, so we are familiar with what we're trying to work with our partner. So grabbing your hand, pushing in to you, and then down. Right, again, pushing in, so that's basically attacking the wrist joint, pinky up, pushing down. Okay, in, that's the wrist, up, that's the ulnar joint, down. In, that's the wrist, up, that's the ulnar joint, 2. In, that's the wrist, up, that's the ulnar joint. 4, in, down. 5, in, down. And the other side. Okay, same thing. Pinky up, grabbing your hand, in, pinky up, down. 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 And relax. Okay, so this is, for example, when, again, the thing that we just mentioned in there. When I'm applying Nikyo to my partner, my hand that is controlling the hand is on my body. Okay, so go down to your knee, so it's easier for you. Go down on your knee. There you go. So the other hand is at the level of my wrist, and again, is encouraging the elbow up. Okay, as opposed to allowing this partner just to have the elbow fully down and me encouraging it. No, this elbow goes up, okay, because that's going to have an impact on his spine. So up, elbow up, and down. So now, good discipline of this hand. This hand always gets lazy. This hand always kind of doesn't seem to know what to do. This hand is floating here or there or doesn't know what to do. No, this hand, boom, grabs the wrist. And now, here's the sensation. When I press against Kurt, against his elbow, that is the wrist joint. So that is just the wrist joint. When I cut backwards towards his body, that's the ulnar joint. Okay, so that is the wrist joint in this direction. That is the ulnar joint in that direction. So what happens is that we attack both. We enter, pressing the wrist joint, and then moving, attacking the ulnar joint. Okay, so elbow enters into the wrist joint, and then attacks using your hips back into the ulnar joint. Okay, so you enter, locking in, and moving. Locking in, moving, locking in, moving. Many times we forget to lock in and we just try to move, okay? So just again, those two joints are the two joints that we need to slowly manipulate with your hands. Okay, so one more time, pressing in, up, down, 1, in, down, 2, in, down, 3, in, down, 4, in, down, 5. The other side. Come up, grabbing, in, down, 1, in, 2, in, 3, in, 4, in, 5, and relax. Okay, we work a lot on Nikyo during the week, or a little bit Nikyo during the week, so we're just reviewing a few things of that today. Shiru Kemi, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way up to your knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yoko Kemi. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Simple Kemi. Since we are at home, let's just do it in phases. Number 1, extending arm, extending leg, holding your core muscles. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Change. The other side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Change. Just if you are doing this for the first time, when you was watching this video, make sure that you raise opposite leg and opposite arm. Sometimes people seems to kind of not get it and try to raise same leg and same arm. So you are not doing it homolaterally, you are doing it cross-laterally, okay? So right hand, left leg, and opposite side, opposite leg, okay? So opposite side, leg, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, change, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, change. This time, same thing, extend, okay? And now tuck your arm and extend it in the same direction of the foot. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The other side. Extend and tuck. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. To the side. Make sure to not use your head to support yourself, otherwise you're going to twist your neck. Okay? Extend your hand, tuck your arm. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the other side. Extend and tuck. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back. This time, same thing. Extend, tuck, and when you take your roll, end up in your legs up so we can hold our core muscles for a few seconds. Okay? So you're going to end up in an empty ball kind of position like after your roll. So extending your hand, holding, tucking your hand, holding, taking your roll, holding. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back. Let's hold 5 seconds on each position. Okay? Back stretch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tuck. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Change. Alright, to the side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tuck. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Change. 2 more. Okay, let's go for 10 seconds on the last movement. Just 5 seconds the first 2 and 10 seconds on the last one. Holding. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tuck. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Change. Last one. To the side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tuck. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay? So those are very gentle core muscle exercises, any of those 3. So depending how our condition is, they just basically hold the position. A good way to start if we are working on core muscle movement, okay? All right, left foot in front, please. Funakogi. Hands in front. Ho, 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 ho. Hey, right foot, please. Hands in front. Hey. Yitsa, 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 yitsa. Hey, thank you. Grab a jog, please. Okay, grab a jog. All right. So, again, working on Nikyo. Okay. So the very first thing, obviously, that there are quite a few things going on with Nikyo, but one thing that we need to practice and practice and practice and practice because it's part of the technique. You know, as doing it proficiently. It is not necessary part of the technique. You know, in an elegant manner. Just sometimes people, for example, control Nikyo. Let's say can control the technique, and then here is when we do the some form of elegant change. You know, we change and change. Sometimes people also control Nikyo, controls the elbow, completely lets go of the hand, turns the hand, and just grabs it and gets again. Okay, so remember that's always an option. Okay, the elegant way of moving the hand, like the tesabaki, okay, in that sense is it can be bypassed by having maximum control, you know, on the elbow, releasing the hand, changing your hand, and just grabbing and up again, and then applying Nikyo. So we go from this grip to that grip, and we can do that by either doing what we're going to practice at the moment, which is the circular motion of the hand, or by just hyper controlling the hand, let's say all the way down here, releasing the hand, changing, then controlling the hand again into that position and down. So thank you. So the tesabaki, it's important, but it can be bypassed. It can be bypassed with control. Okay. However, you know, in order to practice the tesabaki, okay, remember we lower our hips and hand out, release your hands. Okay, use your thumb and turn around. Again, lower your hips. Why lower your hips? Because tesabaki, udesabaki, ashisabaki, all these things that are independent movements, as in hands, arms, legs, are still, or they should still be connected to our center of gravity. If we do tesabaki up here and you just focus on the hands, for example, yeah, that would be like doing ashisabaki here and just focusing on the legs. Or udesabaki here and just focusing on the arm. Okay, and none of those things ultimately is correct. You know, if we do ashisabaki, we lower our hips and we focus on the footwork, but with engagement of our hips. If we focus on udesabaki, we lower our hips and use our hips and our spine as part of the movement. So if we are doing tesabaki, which is this movement, okay, we have to somehow lower our hips and have some sense of connection between what's happening on our center, or the presence of our center, and the intention of our hands. So down, okay, hips down, open, thumb, and change. Down, open, thumb, change. Down, open, thumb, change. Down, open, thumb, change. Down, open, thumb, change. One more, down, open, thumb, change. Okay, so that's one side. Let's do the other side. Lower your hips, control, lower your hips, open, thumb, change. Grab, 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 open, thumb, change. Okay, so again, there are two things going on in there. One is the obvious one, which is the transition from this grip somehow to this grip, you know, from palm down to palm up. Okay, and that typically happens, as I say, by opening your hand, using your thumb, and rotating. Some people open the hand, uses the entire palm, and rotates. Okay, so that's something that we need to study. What feels more connected to you? If you use only your thumb and rotate, or if you use your entire palm and rotate. Okay. Typically, I've been using my thumb more, but I understand some people can use their entire palm and go. Okay, so it's either opening, thumb, rotate, or opening, palm, rotate. Okay, so that's any of those two motions. And again, this is a habit. You know, this is one of these endless habits that as an action of the hand, you know, you have to just do a lot, you know, to kind of get it more or less, you know, automatic all the time. However, the important thing for a proper tesabaki is to lower your hips, connect the presence of your center with whatever your hand is trying to do. Okay, down, up, change, down, open, change, down, open, change. And eventually, the use of your breath, Kokyu dosa. The other side. Okay, so three things. Number one is the actual movement of the hand, the rotation of the hand, opening your hand, using your thumb, rotating, open, thumb, rotating. But super important to have some element of the other two things in place, which is connection with your hips, lowering your center, so there is a proper Tesabaki with the connection to the center, and eventually Kokyu dosa, which is your breathing. So that's number one, and I don't think we can do ever enough of that change. Okay, so we can never do enough, so the hand constantly is reminding itself of that motion. Number two, okay, number two is the use of our feet, okay, especially for Nikyo Ura, Iriminage, Kote Gaeshi, many things, where we turn, okay, and when we work a lot in our dojos, the instruction is to slide, or kuriashi, 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 okay, so lower your hips, slide sideways, kuriashi, kuriashi, kuriashi. Lower your hips, slide sideways, kuriashi, kuriashi, kuriashi. Lower hips, sideways, kuriashi, kuriashi, kuriashi. So once again, this is an ashi sabaki. This is a movement of the feet. Same thing as with the te sabaki, the movement of the hand is very important. It's fundamental, really, that we engage our hips and make it participate and command the movement. We could do a kuriashi this way. We could do it this way for sure, which is slightly outside. But it's fundamental that we remind our body of the lowering of our hips and then the movement. 1, 2, 3, and then the other side. 1, 2, 3. One side. 1, 2, 3. The other side. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Most of the time, the kuriashi will be led with the leg that we are directing into that direction. This leg that direction, that leg that direction, that leg. So that leg will lead, open, and slide. Sometimes we get a little bit caught, okay, and we actually have to bring the back leg together first and then slide. A little bit like a sugiashi, okay. So most of the time it's the leading leg, the one moving. Sometimes we get a little bit stuck. It's okay to bring the back leg and then move, okay? So, okay, just practice those two different footworks because they are effectively two different things, okay? Start with the leading leg. 1, 2, 3, 4. Leading leg. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, rear leg. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rear leg. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So remember, that is that moment. That's the difference between basic kuriashi, when the front leg leads, or the back leg leads backwards, or when the rear leg leads forward, propels, and backwards and propels. Okay? So that just have that level of literacy with your feet on the sliding group. Okay, there's those two options. One more time. Okay, lower your hips, leading leg. 1, 2, 3. Leading leg. 1, 2, 3. Rear leg. 1, 2, 3. Rear leg. 1, 2, 3. Okay, right. So remember that motion of kuriashi is the preferred motion for anything that we in other schools or in other classes people will teach with the turn. For example, most common thing would be Ikkyo, for example. Ikkyo Ura, Enta. A lot of people will turn, okay, Mawaruashi. What sensei wants us to study is to slide or kuriashi, okay? So, obviously the related movement is Iriminage, Okay, a lot of people will control the body and turn. Okay, but since they want us to study is to control the body and slide. Alright, it's an interesting exercise on the interesting reason around kuzushi, the idea of breaking balance. Okay, if Kurt is here, for example, grabs my hand, and then he just turns around me, I turn with him. I can do that. I can, depending how much he cuts me, whatever. But the motion in itself, if he's here and he turns around me, I turn with him, right? Now, if he's here and he slides out, then my kuzushi, my balance gets compromised by that action. So I guess that's a little bit of the difference between, the action of turning, where he can do it and I can do it, and we still more or less remain together, or the action of opening, sliding, where there is a natural extension of where I can influence, the famous sphere of influence, right? If he turns around, I just turn around my own sphere of influence, so that's okay. If he opens, then he takes me out of that sphere of influence, and then kuzushi happens. So that's the difference. That can be a difference between, turning and sliding, okay? Between turning or sliding. It just has a slightly different effect on the person, okay? Anyway, so doesn't mean that turning is wrong. It's just like a screwdriver head. It's very correct in certain instances. But in this case, especially things with ura, our ikkyo, ura, nikyo, anything with ura, remember to slide. Yuminage, remember to slide. Okay? Kotegaeshi, for example, it's a little bit more flexible in there. I think that sometimes we slide, sometimes we turn with kotegaeshi, but it's a very similar thing. If he shomens, and I go slide, and then kotegaeshi, boom. Okay? Or if he turns, if he shomens, and then I turn. Then slide, enter, right? So kotegaeshi is kind of, sometimes depending how fast it goes, we kind of end up in two, it was like sliding or head turning. It's a little bit in the middle. Okay? But anyway, mostly remember to slide. Okay? All right, last one. So that's, changing of your hands, tesodaki, using of your slide, okuriashi, shisodaki. And last one, this one was giving us so much grief. Okay? Control, okay? Move together with your point of control. Control, move together with your point of control. Control, move together with your point of control. Why? Because what all of us do is this. We control, we move, we leave the point of control back, and then we drag the point of control. Okay? So lower, control, move with your point of control. Lower, control, move with the point of control. Lower, control, move. Okay, the other side. Lower, control, move. Lower, control, move. Lower, control, move. Okay? So that one was possibly the hardest thing for the whole week. Okay? That action. Okay? The fact that we enter, we control, and then we shoot. And now I left the point of control back, and then it becomes a bit of a tug of war. Tug of war? Tug of war. Like you were a thug does a tug of war, and we're just tugging. Okay, if you're a thug, you do a thug of war. Okay, so in this case, okay, don't be a thug. Don't exit and then pull. Try to keep this in front of you and move together. Okay, so same thing, the other side. Okay, you go down. It's in front of you. Move together with the point of control. Don't be a thug. Okay, Iriminage is the same, a little bit more difficult because it's less control. While in here, and he is my point of control. His spine is my point of control. Ideally, I'm going to come with him when I move sideways. But again, what all of us do, if my partner is here, I shoot, and then I try to drive the point of control. From here, I'm bringing the point of control with you. Okay, so don't be a thug. Okay, so once again, that's going to be an endless reminder for all our techniques. Control, move with it. Control, Aikido, unify. Control, Aikido, unify. Okay, no Aikido, control, shoots, drags. Controls, shoots, drags. control, shoot, strike. That's not Aikido. Control, unify, move. Control, unify, move. Control, unify, move. Last one. Control, unify, move. Down, move. Down, move. All right. So there's plenty of homework for all of us to do. Okay. Tesavaki. 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 Ashisavaki. Ashisavaki. Okay. Control, move with the control. Control, move with the control. Control, move with the control. And so we can work a lot on these ones. Slowly our Nikyo will start to look better. Okay? Let's finish. Okay, great. Hey! Arigato gozaimashita. Thank you very much.